Hey Gorilla family, you're here with me, Mr. B.
And me, Lenny G.
And we're here to look at all things gaming, starting with the wonderful bridge that Bethesda is building to bury all those trolling bastards underneath. In fact, if Bethesda would give me a spade, I'd bury them with them. But still, we're going to look at the nice bridge for all the lovely little trolls to live under forever with Fallout 76. We throw all the bullshit to one side, and with no more further ado, let's roll.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on.
Welcome back. Right, let's get into this. Fallout 76 is the next big game from Bethesda, and it's a game that I'm really looking forward to. In fact, me and Lenny are looking forward to it. It's a game that I plan to do a lot with, but I do have my concerns, and chief amongst which, being an ex-ARC player, is trolls, griefers, arseholes and bandits. They're the, in ARC, it was frustrating. You'd spend all day looking for stuff, and you grind and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you get sniped from a mountain somewhere, and it wasn't great. So Todd Howard at QuakeCon has basically revealed some information that looks good for this game. It actually makes, it gives a good feeling inside. And this is what was said, that basically there is going to be a griefing system which is akin or loosely resembles the Division rogue system, in the respect that if somebody does kill an unwilling participant or a victim or whatever you want to call it, if Lenny G here gets in the game, sees me and decides to kill me, Lenny G will get a bounty on his head. Now, two things can happen from there. Either someone on the server can come and kill Lenny and get the bounty, and that bounty will be paid for by him. Yes, you, out of your pocket, so be careful, knobhead. But better yet, there's a bit more. If I decide to get grief back on Lenny G here, which I'd love to, not only do I get the bounty out of his pocket, I get double. So that is a cracking grief system right there. But there's more. You see, in ARC, one of the biggest problems was if someone did kill you, they will come along and rummage through your stuff like a contestant on Supermarket Sweep.
Today's first bonus, grabs it, and he's going to run it all the way back to the counter.
It was one of the main reasons why I never ventured out with anything more than I actually needed, because if I lost, let's say I had in ARC terms, an Ascendant rifle, I would rather take out a ramshackle rifle, because an Ascendant rifle took me 3 months to get the gear for. One of those things, and if you got took out, they'd take it, you can guarantee it. Well, in this, you actually keep your core armor and weapons. Now, that does state core armor and weapons, so it does mean there's a likelihood you're going to lose something. What that something is, we don't know yet, we'll have to wait and see, but the fact that you get to keep your core armor and weapons is miles better. But don't worry, Lenny, I don't think your armor would fit me anyway. So, having said that, it sounds like it's a positive step forward, and it's great for grief. The last thing I wanted was to step into a franchise like Fallout, have an online game, which is something I've always wanted. I know a lot of people don't, but it's something I've always wanted, and sit there eating my controller because I'm being bullied by a bunch of 11-year-olds who are high on Smarties. It looks like those 11-year-olds are going to get put to bed with no dinner, because the griefing system means that I or somebody else can raid their bank constantly. In other news, it's a doozy, the biggest online backlash, alright, probably not the biggest online backlash, found a few presidents that'll take that one, but a huge backlash has happened online. It's all down to this guy called Philip Museum.
Who's Phil Munchian?
No, not Munchian, Museum. Right, so you won't know who he is because obviously you was aware, but I'll give you a quick recap. Basically, this guy, and I'm not going to refer to him as anything else other than the bastard from now on, because I don't even want to give him any pride by mentioning his name anymore. So this bastard basically was under pressure to release a Dead Cells review, and how much pressure was under we don't know, but still he had to release his Dead Cell review, and instead of actually doing the work on it, he goes to another YouTuber by the name of Boomstick Gaming, rips off his review word for word. It's not even subtle, it's just complete rip off from start to finish. Rips off his review and claims it as his own, then gets paid for the bastard. Honestly, I hate people like this, can't stand them. So, it gets further on that. The internet goes apeshit, and the IGN gets involved and pulls down this bastard's review of Dead Cells after doing an investigation. The bastard then goes further than that and releases an apology. But it was bad, really bad.
Hell's how bad?
No, really bad, honestly. Basically, this so-called apology, in fact, it's not really an apology. It wasn't an apology at all. He basically just sat there, explained, in fact, he didn't even explain why he did it, he just rambled on, and basically put it down to, rather than saying, look, I cocked up, I was under pressure, I'm human, I made a mistake, I'm sorry Boomstick for taking your review, it is yours, I shouldn't have done it, it'll never happen again. Instead of doing that, he turned around and said, well, it is what it is, my name's on the video so the buck stops with me. He didn't even apologise to Boomstick. The guy's an A-grade tosspot. But in this review, wake up Mr. B, in this apology, he took side, or he aimed at Kotaku, because Kotaku had basically accused this bastard of ripping off other reviews, including one for a FIFA product, I think. I can't remember the actual game, but it was another review that it accused him of plagiarism. So he took Kotaku to task over that and issued out a challenge along the lines of, well, if you can find any others in my stuff, get in there and find it, sort of thing. And the the internet being full of lovely data mining experts basically turned around and went, challenge accepted. This statement was done along the lines of the same way that, like Philly D said, if your girlfriend found you cheating or sending dodgy text messages or whatever, and she said you're sending dodgy text messages or whatever, you'd go, well, have a look through my phone, there's nothing on it, in a reassuring sense, in the hope that your girlfriend would turn around and go, well, no, I don't need to do that. But no, it backfired. Literally the whole internet went, no, we'll have a look for you. Literally went through all his stuff and found tons, so much so that IGN has actually issued a statement saying they're going to have to pull down everything he has ever made for them, because it's looking like he's like the chief of all plagiarists. This guy's in serious trouble, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer bastard.
I love it when your thief gets buggered by carbon with no lube.
Yeah, elegantly put, but me too, Lenny, me too. So, that wraps it up for this video. But before we close out, I just wanted to apologise to all the people that follow me, the 200 or so people that follow me, and anyone new, of course. If it appears that my channel's been quiet, I've been having serious network issues over the last sort of week or so. It's been a night, I couldn't upload anything, couldn't stream. My upload rate has been literally less than dial-up, but it is what it is, there's nothing I can do. It looks like it's sorted. Possibly. Maybe. Have to wait and see. But getting this video up is a good start. So, that being said, if you are into news, reviews, video gaming stuff, anything related to gaming whatsoever, subscribe to my channel. Make a gorilla smile. Not this gorilla, you'll never make him smile in a million years, will you? Never gonna happen. So if you do want to subscribe to my channel and make this gorilla smile. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell. There is another reason to hit the subscribe button as well. You'll probably see from back here, my giveaway for a free copy of Battlefield 5 is still ongoing. It's live up until a week before the game is due to be released. I think it's the 4th of October, something like that, or the 19th, October time. A week before the game's due to be released, I'm going to pick a subscriber of my channel to actually win a copy of the game, and it's worldwide. Simple as that. So, subscribe to my channel and possibly win a copy of Battlefield 5. But that's all from me, Mr. B, this little gangster, Lenny G. Ta-ta for now.